2017 induction ceremony of the International Sports Hall of Fame with your host and Master of Ceremonies, Dr. Robert Goldman. Recorded live at the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio.
The next inductee is somebody I know since I was a kid because we're both from Brooklyn. Lou Ferrigno. Louis has got so many talents in so many different areas. I mean, we all knew him as the Hulk or a bodybuilder, but Louis is in so many diverse areas. In Hollywood as an actor, he was even involved with the police as honorary policeman. He won the IFBB Mr. America title, 2 consecutive IFBB Mr. Universe titles, top placings at the Olympia, and he was with Arnold in the movie Pumping Iron, which really introduced the whole world to bodybuilding. I mean, that was really, what you guys did back then was with Butler was so landmark. I mean, it changed the whole landscape. I remember watching it as a kid. It was like, wow, I want to be like these guys. So I knew you from Brooklyn, but I said, I'm never going to be like Lou. And forget it, nobody could ever be like Arnold because there's only one Arnold. So it was so many groundworking things. Louis even went out to play. He was playing some heavy league Canadian football as well in between there. He even competed in the world's strongest man competition in '77 with a high placing. But the thing that really set him apart and what really gave him this world recognition is everybody, you say Louis Ferrigno, they go the Hulk. And even though there have been other Hulks after, there's really one real Hulk in our mind, and that's Lou Ferrigno. Let's give Louis a big round of applause for Because not only the Hulk, he went on to a whole series of TV shows and movies and so many other areas in the Hollywood arena. And Lou, this is the best I've seen you look in years. You look great, man. Congratulations, Lou. Okay.
Don't mess with my thigh.
No.
Thank you all for coming. I'm happy to be here because I just finished an action film in San Francisco. I'm glad to be able to attend this great sports festival. The first person I want to thank is Fairfax Hackley, and I hope he smiled. Thank God. And Bob Goldman, for thinking of me, nominating me, bringing me here. Thank you very much. You know, my hearing maybe not be as perfect as yours, but in my life I've learned to maximize what I've done in my life, my personal power, because as a kid, many years ago, I had to overcome adversity. Boy, 60-some years ago, this little kid couldn't speak, hard of hearing, and has severe speech impediment. And you know what saved my life? Bodybuilding. When I was a kid, I was so obsessed with power. I used to read comic books like The Incredible Hulk, Superman, Spider-Man. But you know, children do not have the psychological defense to defend themselves. So I was ridiculed as a kid. They used to call me names like Deaf Lou, Deaf Mute. So I would think about trying to be strong and powerful because I had a love and hate relationship with my father. So I'll never forget one time I used to trade a lot of comic books. So my dad took me to a comic book store, and I see this magazine, and there's a guy in the cover, Dave Draper, doing a chest pose. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, this is Mr. Universe, because at the time I used to watch TV, I used to watch Miss Universe, Miss America, but I never thought there'd be a competition like Mr. Universe. I took the magazine home, I read it from page to page, I probably took all the print off, I learned everything I can about bodybuilding. So as a kid, you know, being very poor, I couldn't buy barbells or what I've done. I used to take cement pails. I went to a junkyard. I had 6 cement pails, and I would fill maybe 1/3, halfway, and full, and stick a broomstick. I made my own barbell. I'll never forget when I first lifted it, I said to myself, this feels so good. I like this so much. Because back then, people were saying, Lou's lifting weights. All he's done is think about barbells and dumbbells. You know, what about his education? He's never going to make a living. But that's all he talks about. So I realized that this was my passion. Like every one of you have a passion. Embrace it. If I didn't embrace this passion, I wouldn't be what I am today because of all the negativity. I mean, look where it's taken me. I mean, 50-some years ago, you know, like being here, it's like being home. I'm here with all my great friends, my peers, all the champions. It couldn't be a better day. So fast forward many years later, and I got to the point that all my dreams came true because bodybuilding taught me the discipline, the determination to be successful. And I just kept competing, kept winning competition. And eventually got to the point that I'd done movies, I'd done television. I came back to competition in 1992 to compete after a 17-year layoff because after pumping iron, I felt to me it was like unfinished business because I only trained like 10 weeks for the competition. And I remember competing again at the age of 42. I got my body weight up to 330, and I just wanted to place higher in the competition because I loved competing with myself. And I was able to place higher, come second in the Masters Olympia because to me it was not about the winning. It was about the satisfaction of me getting out to win. But in life, I have to tell you, you know my greatest achievement is? Being married for 37 years to a beautiful woman, having 3 great kids. So, you know, in life, I wanted to give back. So 10 years ago, I went through the Sheriff's Academy. I became a certified deputy sheriff. You know, of course, my father was the lieutenant. That might be the only thing he would be proud of me doing today. So doing all that, giving back, I still have this passion. I just love bodybuilding. So one day, my son came to me. He said, with a friend of his named Chris Minnis, he said, why not have a competition called the Ferrigno Legacy? I said, okay, I can't run the competition myself. So we united and we formed the called the Ferrigno Legacy. We have now the best and the biggest show on the West Coast. This year we're taking over the Palm Springs Convention Center and we're going to have 300 to 400 booths. And to me, that's my passion now. Every one of you, embrace your passion. I don't care what it is. Love yourself, respect yourself, help each other, just be nice, and thank you so much for coming and myself being here. God bless you all. Thank you so much.